Making jungle a solved system and a scary place when you fall behind. Oh god, oh god. I guess a jungle is not supposed to be scary, it's supposed to be happy, tra-la-la, wee. Funny times. That's what jungle is supposed to be. Just hit AFK in the fucking jungle and get free mana, free heal, free EXP, just sit there like... Yeah, that's... reinstituting an improved version of the comeback experience, which only kicks in when a jungler is significantly behind the game. The intent isn't that a strategy is born out of the comeback mechanism. That's exactly what's gonna happen. That's exactly what happened the last time, and that's exactly what's gonna happen again. Like again, they're just doubling down on an already existing system in the game that's so ingrained into League, simply because of the nature of how leveling works in any fucking game. And they just double down on shit like this, while also making it a very fucking abusable strategy in higher level, because they understand so much about higher level. Like when they say improved version, all I get from it is that it's gonna be even more abused. But their argument is gonna be, no, it's less abusable this time. It's less bad. I've literally had people with the catch-up EXP, like, out-leveling people is still fucking impossible, especially in jungle, it's still fucking impossible, right? But like, with the catch-up EXP, when that was actually in place in like Season 9 or whatever, I was losing my shit, dude. I've literally had a dozen of games, people being AFK, like a ringer, not playing for 5 minutes, sitting in a fountain. Comes back, gets 1 kill, clears 1 camp, and he's higher level than me. Unironically. So instead of working against this type of shit, they just get back to it. They do the same shit with the Monster Hunter garbage. Oh yeah, funneling junglers is a problem. We gotta do something about it for Monster Hunter. That ruined the game for a while. Then they finally fucking removed Monster Hunter for like half a season or whatever, and then brought it back like a season ago or so. When in season 10 they brought it back. Been in the game since that again. And it's even worse now than what it was the first time. It's gonna be the same shit with this. It's gonna be even worse than the previous catch-up EXP. Especially given that it's so fucking redundant. Given that it's so fucking unnecessary. Because it's already so fucking impossible to out-level people no matter how well you play. So it's like, what is the point of it? Why? Why do fucking bad players that fall behind, why do they fucking need endless extra sausages, dude? Like, does that translate into English? In German we call it Extrawurst. It's like a way of saying it, like figurative type of speech. Does that translate in English? I have no idea. But like, why do they have to have all this extra bullshit when the game is already so bad when it comes to fucking out-leveling people no matter how well you play, and there are still people complaining about snowballing this, snowballing that. Like, again, the game just gets dumbed down, becomes fucking noob friendly more than enough with everything else in the game, with the champion designs and whatnot. And once again, they just bring the worst of their in-game ideas back, while the good shit that they might have had before and removed it instantly, they won't bring those back. But the bad stuff, even when they fucking remove it for once, they bring it back anyway, and usually they make it even worse than what it was before. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited, man. Also increasing jungle timers again. Very nice. Like, they fucked jungle timers a while ago. The game was literally unplayable. That's when the perma-camping lanes as junglers was born. Because you full cleared your jungle, they didn't respawn for the next 1 or 2 minutes. You had nothing to do, even Dragon wasn't up. All you could do was just sit in the lane for the next 5 minutes. And that's how the strategy with just perma-camping lanes was born, and that's when people started complaining about the oppressiveness of junglers and the jungle impact, and that they can't fucking lane properly because there was always a jungler on their ass. So what did Riot do? Nerf jungle. Eventually they reduced the fucking jungle timers, and now we're back to never to what it used to be, right? But now they're increasing it again, so that's also really nice. The comeback kid! Hit the comeback kid! The comeback kid! It's so hilarious that they title the change the comeback kid. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a Boy reference, or like the comeback kid as in giving the newbies, you know, like as in like the younger players, the new players, all the extra benefits, because to make it easier for them to play the game, or like just dumbing it down. Like, that's what I get from it. It's kind of funny. When a jungler is at least 2 levels below the average level of all players in the game, they get increased XP from large and epic monsters. These camps will grant 50 XP more per level below the average level of players in the game. Just put it as it is. Just say, yeah, we just do everything about, yeah, like we're just trying everything to make the game easier to play for the bad players. Just put it as it is. Just say you do this to dumb down the game and make it easier for like bad players. Like, again, it might sound offensive for you, especially if you feel like you're a bad player. I'm not trying to fucking, I like couldn't care less. Like, if you take that in an offensive way, like, but that's literally what it is, dude. It's not like I'm over here hating on bad players. It's okay to be a casual player. I'm a casual player in any other game besides League, I guess. I don't know. Like, it's fine to be a casual player. That's not the problem. It's that they fucking love to appease to casuals when it comes to, like, talk about competitive integrity, dude. Talk about competitive integrity, but design your game entirely around bad performance rather than incentivizing good performance. Make sense of that. No, this change is also fucking interesting. Instead of your smite damage linearly scaling per level, it's just gonna be a static 450 to 900 when you fucking finish the smite completion quest. Like, CDR has become so important in the game. I'm not even talking about just ability CDR. All kinds of CDR. Item CDR, ult CDR, summon a spell CDR, very crucial, especially with this type of stuff, with the way the smite fucking works now. Summon a spell CDR has become too important, so I might as well just switch my runes to you know, the summon a spell tree, the fucking, what do you call it? Inspiration Tree, and it's probably what I'm gonna have to go for. Also, rushing Ionian Boots. Like, Ionian Boots, it's still, even after nerf, still the most cost-efficient boots. Let alone for the 20 ability haste, but the summoner spell CDR on top of that. With the way the Smite works now, it's too important. I don't get this. Smite and any crowd control now breaks Rift Sculptal shield. Does this mean the smite damage goes fully through on the crab and gets rid of the shield, or does it only remove the shield and doesn't do damage? Like, that would still be too wasted. Wouldn't be worth. More Omni-vamp nerfs. Yeah, dude, who would have guessed they would have fucking reduced the Omni-vamp numbers across the game from runes and items into fucking non-existent numbers ever since the item changes? Who would have guessed? They fucking removed spell vamp. Why? Like, I want to know what their argument was for removing spell vamp, and this is fucking way back. When did they remove spell vamp? Season 5? They would probably call that, I'm assuming their argument would be, oh, it's too OP, spell vamp is too OP. But then they come up with Omni-vamp. Now you get healing from every kind of damage, from any source, dude. Oh yeah, that sounds balanced. Yeah, who would have seen it coming, damn, gutting all the numbers? Who would have seen it coming? Nobody. But hey, at least jungles give more gold now. More HP because clearing jungle isn't cancer enough. More HP. Looking forward to that as well. And they talk about jungle sustain, dude. They're unironically nerfing jungle damage while increasing HP, when the whole problem with the jungle is the complete opposite. It takes too fucking long to clear, and they barely do damage to you, other than the chicken camp, and that's because, again, it just takes too long. But if anything, jungle camps don't do enough damage. Given all the free sustain in the game, they don't do enough damage. What does Riot do? Reduce their damage, increase their tankiness. It's cancer to clear camps simply because they take too long. More HP. The sustain on some junglers, especially with those with proper clear, let alone with a built-in kit healing, they can all easily do full clear without taking the slightest damage. Not to mention fucking the new jungle item with the Omni-vamp, but they're nerfing that. While also buffing Smite HP. I mean, that's the main problem. It's that the Smite gives heal on any fucking camp. That's the problem. What do? They buff the Smite healing. Jungle camps don't hurt enough. What do they, especially given the too much sustain in jungle, what do? Nerf jungle damage. Like, I'm not looking forward to these changes whatsoever. Like, it's all fucking cancer. At the very least, what I can expect from these is that it might shaken up the fucking jungle meta a bit, so we see different junglers in the game, so I don't have to be playing against the same brain-dead garbage junglers. And that's the only thing I'm expecting from it, or hoping from it, but most of the shit are just fucking brain-dead. Like, they do the complete opposite of what they're supposed to be doing. Like, it's such a shame. By far the most cancer role to play in this game. By far. It's not even a comparison.